So this head of team meeting will be online. So, on YouTube. So please do not ask stupid questions. If not, it will be worldwide.
Hello, yes. Test 1, 2, 3,
It's
1,
possible
2,
to
3.
make stupid answers. So help us.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
At the beginning, I thought you were coming with Iran, but however, I'm becoming more Iranian than Israeli.
So test. Okay. Microphone is ready.
Are
So,
we ready? Are we ready?
We're ready.
And this is a live stream. Please welcome.
Yeah?
so now with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kiko, the delegate of the championship.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. So we're going to make this very special head of the meeting because we're going to run the new rules as a test. So let me explain you about the philosophy. After the Paris Olympic Games, the WT sent a survey to all Taekwondo family, coach, M&A, referee, just to have the feedback about what they're thinking about, what can we do better to increase the level of our competition. So based on this, we received the result of the survey, and one ad hoc committee, new rules, was created and was taking all the data and make some proposition, okay, to change the rules. Olympic broadcast services, the TV who broadcast the Olympic Games, they really like Taekwondo, the feedback, but there is too many stops. We stop the game, it's too much. This is the feedback of OBS. So, and of course, you know that it happened many times, so we have some example, 9 video replay requested for head, 9 accepted, 2 rounds, half an hour. So this, we reach a kind of limit, you know. And we know that the PSS cannot totally reflect it. Touching automatic sport, PSS cannot do that. We need to have minimum impact, okay? So we explain sometimes. So when we decided to make the new vision, 3 things, of course, working on the new rules, but of course increasing the level of the PSS, and of course increasing the level of the referee. So this is a full package. So here, so the ad hoc committee present their vision in a council member. Council member asked technical committee to test. Okay, so here we're going to make some tests about the proposition coming from the ad hoc committee. So we have 3 competitions to make some tests. Already passed Kazakhstan Open, G1, like 1 month ago, something like that. August, we make the first time testing these new rules. Second competition will be here, German Open. So for cadet junior today, and but especially tomorrow senior. And next one will be next week in Russia. There is a big event with 10 courts and a lot of players, so we will test again. So first one, a local national competition, not international. But we want some, we like to have some data. First, Kazakhstan Open was with KPMP. Here this is K2. Here this is Daido Gen 3. Next one will be with KPMP2. So just to explain you what we are doing. So here we're going to test the new rules, and which is very important is you to understand first of all why. And this is a test. After that we need to have your feedback, and nothing is already fixed. Just we test this and we have the feedback. One of the philosophy is like to try to have an active game. So here we do not change anything about the rules interpretation. We just ask the referee, don't give unnecessary camsham. Okay? It means that a camsham is camsham. We ask them, okay, if there is a clear one camsham, if there is a camsham strong grabbing, and you take a point because of this grabbing, okay, camsham. If you blocked opponent, it cannot work, this is camsham. So we try to ask, do not give unnecessary camsham. In the past, some vision of the referee was a good referee, or the referee, oh, this is a camsham. But now we just ask, this camsham do not have effect on the game. forget about this. Okay, so by the rules interpretation, this is exactly what we ask to the referee. Don't try, make the player make the difference by themselves. Something happened that in Taekwondo nowadays we can have two players, we put one referee. If you change the referee, it can happen that we have a total different games, just because of the personality of the referee. Not cheating, just applying the rules, but differently. So what we like to do that more, let's make the difference by the player, no more by the referee. So this is globally what we are doing. So we are testing, and we take the feedback, we take some data, how many turning kick was trying, something like that. And after we will make some proposition. Any decision will be finalized in the World Championships during General Assembly and will be effective in next year, okay? January 1st, okay? Because after that we need to make a referee education tool and clear guideline, something like that. So this here is just a test, and we are here just to apply the test. So what is going to be changed? Maybe you can cover it. Yes.
So as Philippe said, in the past we used to change the rules to overcome either referee issues or system issues. So what we're trying to do today, I mean, testing is one, but the bigger vision is we are also on the referee side, we're working on doing selection camps to pick number of referees, large number of referees that we can support their education and training to become more semi-professional versus today. So that's one thing to address. The other thing also Philippe mentioned is the PSS has some shortcomings today, and in the future we're working with the three companies to fix the headgear, having a more sensitive headgear to avoid getting into the issues of big kicks, no video replay. So to that end, what we're going to test today are a couple of things. A, we are not going to give points for back kicks, technical points for back kicks. So if you do a back kick to the body, you're going to get 2 points, to the head you're going to get 3, no +2, okay? The idea with this is to test that and also to simplify our message to the broader audience, the non-Taekwondo people, okay? Your cousins or your friends who doesn't do Taekwondo, you'll say, hey, you do a punch, you get 1 point, you kick to the body, you get 2, you kick to the head, you get 3. Taekwondo rule clear. So that's one thinking. The other thing is to avoid issues with the timing of the technicals. Like either, you used to have judge 1, judge 2, press technical. If one of them miss, or if one of them press punch instead of technical, you miss the point, we stop the game and we correct. I think Paris Olympic Games, for those who remember the big game where there was a lot of issues about Chile and Korea, what happened is there was a back kick, and then the referees stood up to correct because they didn't press the right buttons, and then the operator took a shortcut and put punch points. And that's why we had to go through all this process. So all of this stems from the fact of 2 things. A, the existence of the technical kicks. At the same time, it stems from the fact that we need to have a better people governing the game, referees, operators, etc. So tomorrow there will be no back kicks as a test, and then we will get the results from the competition and look at that, if this is discouraging people from doing back kicks versus the past or not. And later on in Wuxi, we're gonna sit together as a team and see what sort of rules we want to give to the GA and to the council to approve. That's number 1. Number 2, there will be no video replay for headshots. There's a lot of questions about what is the authority of the center referee over headshots. He can only raise their card to request 3 points for headshots only if they count. So if they see a situation where the kick going to the head and it warrants counting, then they will raise the card and ask for a video replay. Those are the 2 things. The third thing is the punch. So the punch in Daido system, there is a kind of a square around the ugo. You need to strike there. Once the strike is strong enough for your weight category, there's a referee sitting on the table. They are holding a controller. The controller will vibrate. Then it will determine that this is a valid punch from a hit standpoint. Then there's another thing the referee needs to decide, which is if the technique is correct. technique, according to the rules, is a straight hand punch. So you punch straight. The rule doesn't say front or back. So this is what we're doing. We're following the rule to the letter. So if the punch is correct, straight, accurate, there's vibration, you get the point. The other thing also, with these changes, we are also reconfiguring the referees on the court. And the idea is, one, to reduce human errors, two, to increase the quality of the refereeing over time, because when you're selecting 50 is different than you're selecting 30. And third, also, which is important, reducing the cost for the organizing committees. So what you're gonna see tomorrow is only one center referee in the court. Nobody else, only on the center. On the table, there will be two referees, TA and the du jour. One of them will be in charge of scoring the punches. So that's everything happening tomorrow. And with that, I pause if you have any questions.
Yes, coming back to the punch, because we had some question about, the rules. We're not changing the rules. When we make like a guideline, this is just to clarify the rules. So coming to the punch, the rules very simple. Need to be powerful, need to be accurate, need to be straight. Powerful, PSS, okay? Because impact. Accurate, this is this place. So it means if it's in this place, it will be accurate. So the judge just will focus about straight, okay? So everything, vibration, just to avoid this crazy punch like that, okay? So it need to be straight, it will be punch. By the Daido recommendation, they say that if your player punch and pushing, if it stays too long, vibration will not come. So just, this is the guideline from Daido. Try to punch and after that to kick it. This is a guideline from Daido we received. KPMP have their own system. Chinese company WeChamp have their own system, and we're going to see that and see. But for sure, semi-automatic punch will be used for sure. Okay, because this is a very simple. No more problem. So.
On the Daido thing, it's a system limitation.
Can you use the
The Daido, what Fleet mentioned on the Daido, this is a system limitation today. That's not the way we want it to be in the future. So Philippe already gave them the feedback and they're working to improve the punching. But just what he mentioned is just because there's no time to improve that from today to tomorrow, so just watch out as you're punching. But again, this is not the way we want it to be. We're still going to work with them to improve that moving forward.
Yes, and so finally we following the Olympic broadcast vision, we want to have activities. So as soon as there is less video replay, less stop, players can make the difference by themselves, like 2 minutes fighting, and just the referee is supposed to control. This is the philosophy of what we are looking for. And I believe, we mentioned maybe we have something to present. Maybe okay.
It was in the back.
Okay. Maybe go for the heat level.
Yes.
Okay. Looks like they change a little bit. So this is the heat level. You can take a photo to be sure that we're going to apply. Welcome, Aziz. Little bit late. We finished. Yes, you have any question? Welcome.
Is it correct that only the backhand punch will be scored,
No.
or is it even front hand?
No. As I mentioned, as soon as we put some guidelines, this is just to clarify the rules. The rules mentioning about only three things: powerful, accuracy, and accurate, and straight. We never mentioning about front or back. So any straight who recognize impact, if technique is straight, will be scored. Okay, front, back. Never happen in the rules, okay? Some guideline, but no one. So, yeah.
If you have a scoring back kick, and falls down, will you receive a Gambian then, or?
Yeah, so for the whole crowd here, so the question was that if you have a turning kick and that one scored, and you fall down after that, whether you get that gum jump, correct? So right now we are not touching anything of the gum jump book, and only changing for this test event the scoring. So in that case, if you score that turning kick and you fell down, you will not receive a gum jump.
Okay, anyway, thank you so much for your support, and we know that this is not easy, but let's try all together to have this competition with this test, these new rules, which is very important tomorrow, because tomorrow is senior, and of course sometimes we have a big difference with a cadet and junior playing, with a senior and Olympic player and a top level player. So any feedback, welcome tomorrow when at the end of the competition. Anytime something happens, come to us. We're here all together to have the feedback. But of course, the vision of the coach is something very important for us. And let's try all together to work and make this test competition successful. Thank you so much for your support, and have a good competition tomorrow.
I have a short notice for the coaches, and Mr. Philip and Mr. Shaban just already explained why we do the test and the background and change the rules. And I just show notice to the athlete and officials and coaches in the inspection area. So we receive the survey. So to the owner, because we are here to listen to the coaches and athletes. So this also survey is reflect our competition rules. And there are simple questions, it's 5 and 6 questions, it's just the simple. And the last minute and some comment. So very active participate, please, the survey. So very good for.
And just to come back a little bit with the turning kick, which is everybody is really concerned about that. I believe for the punch, everybody totally support. Turning kick, even us, we are not really sure. When we check the data, the real data, all the kick score, body kick, turning body kick, head kick, turning head kick. The turning kick score, we check all the data for the last competition from Charlotte, FISU, and now it's 1.something% or maximum 2.5% score by turning kick. So it means on the data, this is not, of course, this is not a lot, okay? So that's why, what can be the benefit? The benefit, no more stop the game for 2 points for turning kick, video request for let's check, oh, it was a turning kick +2, and we have, even in the top level competition, believe me, we have a lot of mistakes. Some corner judge press blue instead of red, press punch instead of technical. So if we avoid this, we can have like 2 minutes player fighting, and they can make the difference by themselves, no more by, referee decision. So try to have a look, and even for your feedback, the activity during the game. So today we can see that player, much more activity during the game, and this is one of the targets. Anyway, thank you so much, and have a good competition, and see you tomorrow. Thank you.